I swear to God, why didn't the author just do a spin-off manga where it's all from his point of view? Yep, that's his cliche. How dare you? I love how he thinks 10-gallon weenie is gonna get him the ladies. My boy. Jet swing attack! Now, I fear Dandadan fans are not ready for the conversation that we need to have about this character Kinta. Now, some of you are. I saw the hype last week. And it seems like it's a pretty universal experience from those with taste. Because I watched 10 seconds of a Kinta-focused trailer last week before making my video, and that's all I needed to know about Best Boy. But, you know, it's bold for any author to introduce the main character so late into its runtime, but we appreciate a true king to do so. Because Kinta, I'm sorry, Okarun, you are no longer the MC. Does Kinta give me the vibe that he might have rode on the short bus to school? Yeah. Does he remind me of some special ed students that I went to school with? Yeah. But they are the best types of fun, man. Like, this guy is, unironically, if you were to kill Okarun off right now, he wouldn't have a chance in hell with Momo. But there's one thing I can safely say. You could kill Okarun off right now, and I don't think the show would lose too much quality just because Kinta would, in his meme fashion, keep it going tenfold. Make sure you drop a like, share your support on this video, subscribe if you're new around your Patrons, where you catch my full live reactions and other exclusives if you want to help fund the channel. So, I didn't know what to... So, I didn't watch the full trailer, because there's a trailer that's like Kinta dominated prior. I don't know if it was released last week. I watched it last week. To have, like, to see what we've seen before. Now, I'm a fan of this. I like seeing things we've already seen before, but from a different perspective. Often people call it lazy, like it's recycling, but it always does such a good job at, like, showing us things we didn't normally see. But the idea of twisting that concept on its head by just having an absolute meme fest, like, the scene when Momo and Okarun, like, bump lips, we saw that in Season 1, right? And her two friends are like, ooh, the fact that they show that same scene and Kinta's there? Like, not just, like, in the background. Like, he's, like, the front and center. The fact that they're trying to tell us he was always there. We just weren't worthy to see him. But it's a really funny concept because Okarun and him are pretty similar. Now, they're different. Okarun was kind of more the shy, quiet, nerdy guy who just kind of kept to himself with his hyperfixations. Kinta's the, I'm gonna wear my Power Rangers outfit to school. Why don't girls like me? But the thing I can defend here is that I understand his misunderstandings. Like, if you hear people talking about the golden balls, yeah, I would naturally assume nutsack too. Granted, I wouldn't ask women to see my 10-gallon wiener. No one wants 10 like, not even 10 inches, 10 gallons. The accusations, they kind of speak for themselves in terms of the intelligence, but boy golly do we love a special king. But when you look at them, they are very similar. They both have hyperfixations. He's just the more extroverted, I'm a chuny, I'm gonna be the MC. And it's really funny because really the difference is that Okarun was just quiet and nerdy and he's like overly extroverted. It's just, you know, he's his social battery doesn't match with other people's. But the misunderstandings and everything, and how he's like, this is supposed, like, anything with women, he's like, that's supposed to be my plot point. And he's confused, right? He's like, this guy, like, I guarantee you, Kinta's like, I'm more attractive than Okarun. So how does this work? Because he thinks they're similar, but he's got the edge. And it's just like, objectively, if you throw Kinta and Okarun side by side to most of the women in this world, people would probably side with Okarun a majority of the time. You give him not the Harry Potter kind of beer bottle glasses and, you know, change his hair ever so slightly, he looks like your average hot anime character in a high school. Kinta, it's not really his physique, it's his energy. It's just not really appealing to the masses. So, you know, adding in the 10-gallon weenie and the likes, yeah, it's going to push people away. But I appreciate that his pervertedness stems from a misunderstanding. He didn't just start saying, ladies, tips fedora, 10-gallon wiener. No, he's like, oh, that's what's socially accepted. So he tries. He just gravely misunderstood the assignment. And I legitimately like him. I don't know what they're gonna do with him going forward. But when I see him, like what did he? Why did he tackle that thing like that, bro? Like, what were you dealing with? I don't know, but it's pretty funny. Oh man, like it's just to go from Mozart to this. If the author was smart, they would have a simultaneous spin-off manga focused on Kinta. And it's just him redoing literally the manga, but just always having Kinta's point of view because he's always there. He's him. He's always there. You never will not have Kinta in a scene. And I think the funniest part is that for the most part, it's not that he's just in the background. He's almost always like front and center. Like the scene with the benches before the kiss moment, he's sitting across from Okrun. Obviously the camera never pointed that way as far as I can remember in season 1, but still it's pretty funny to see that. So this is the type of episode that normally would happen early into a season. Like we come back, you know, it's season 2, season 3. We do this shit like episode 2 or 3 into the season just for shits and giggles. This is in the last month of this show airing, and they drop Kinta. And you know there's going to be like 30% of people who just kind of watch this show, who aren't terminally online like ourselves, and are going to be like, what the hell did I just watch? And aren't going to vibe with it and legitimately be like, what the... Why did... Like, is this a recap episode? Like, and honestly, it's just funnier the longer I think of it. The memes write themselves. He is unironically an entertaining character. And I think the best part is they didn't just do the cliche, he's looking in through the mirror or the, you know, like the windowsill. Like, he's like, how bold they put him front and center and how bold they made some of the shit he said was hilarious. Definitely one of the episodes of all time, and boy, if they keep on delivering them, I feel like my brain's gonna fry, similar to when I watched My Dear Friend Nokoten from a year or 2 ago. I forget how long it's been at this point, but boy golly, did that show fry my brain. And Best Boy Kinta too. The funny thing too, I do have to mention this, he sits in the generic main character seat. So you know how in a lot of anime, the main character sits in the back row by the windows? That's where Kinta sits. They knew what they were doing. They understood the assignment. Let me know what you thought, whether you've been anticipating Best Boy or you had no idea what you're signing up for. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you happen to be new around here. And Patreon is where you catch my full live reactions and other exclusives, like I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. So today we got Angela, Phantom, Sebastian Emil Mueller, John Wilson, Jackie Hisu, Dapper Dad, Pacifist Gunslinger, Corefish, Kalad Joko. We also have Mike Joy. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You'll have a good one.